filter. Their screen is so much worse than TikTok's. I just went live on TikTok, so I figured I'd jump over here as well. Because I don't want to work. Say, are we avoiding work? Are we avoiding work? Yeah. I need to change the titles of my lives. Boop, boop. Boop. Oh, hi. Sorry, no one was on. Yeah, I said I just went live on TikTok, so now I'm going live on YouTube, to be fair. Who's that? Say hi. Hi. Did you just eat? We did like a little, hello, Bliss. We just did like a baby-led weaning TikTok live, kind of like facts about baby-led weaning or like how he eats and stuff like that. So I was like, I'll jump over to YouTube and say hi. I don't know if you guys like live videos, but I figured like if I can jump on, I don't think it hurts my channel. I'm not really sure. YouTube is hard to figure out even now, however long I've been doing it. I'm like, I don't know what's good, what's not good, but I feel like if I can go live, that's fine. He is getting so big and it's sad. He'll be 12 months in 2 weeks. I cannot even believe it. You make baby food for a living. That's so cool. I love that. I literally just did a whole live on TikTok about baby-led weaning and like what we feed him and what we don't feed him. It's crazy. It's so like complicated at first when you're like, I don't know how to feed a baby. After they, you know, when you start introducing solids, like what do I give them? But I love baby-led weaning. It's going well. He just finished. So that was good. You want to say hi? I can't, yeah. Time goes so fast. Like I cannot believe he's gonna be one so soon. But I know I don't really show him so much on here. I put him more on like Instagram and TikTok. I don't know why, but oh, he's funny. What do you think? Is that you? Are you so cute? Are you so cute? Yes. Hi. But yeah, anyway, I'm just kind of like cleaning up. I don't know if that's interesting either, but the other night I was on live for like 2 hours and had a really good chat with people about just like everything DR as usual, but like moving there or what, you know, what beaches are the best, what towns are the best, and kind of like how to keep yourself safe when you're traveling, apartments to rent, all that good stuff. But I was thinking about doing a video of, there's been I think now two murders of taxi drivers. I think one in Santo Domingo and one in Puerto Plata. I think one lived in Jarabacoa, and it's so sad. He got married like a week ago. So I don't know, it just like, I can't imagine. I don't really know why that's a thing or that's happening. When am I going to DR next? Apparently December. Apparently after Christmas, but we'll see. Don't have our tickets yet because they're like $700 each. Ugh. Be free. So yeah, I don't know. That's extremely expensive. And his age now, like when we went in the summer, he was small enough. He was like 6 months. So I just held him the whole time and he slept and he was really good and chill. Now he is so active that I feel like we would need a seat for him. So that's expensive because then you can like bring the car seat and just strap them on the plane in the car seat. But I don't really want to spend 700 times 3. So I don't know, we'll see. Chris is like, yes, we're going. And I do want to. That was loud. I definitely want to go, but it's like very soon. So feel like it's kind of last minute, but his parents just bought land, not just, but they have land in Santiago. So I want to go see the land, and like they're gonna start building their house. I guess they're like designing the house still. So is that Tabitha or Avery? Because I got this drink and I was like, oh, I'm gonna tell Tabitha about it. So if it's Avery, tell Tabitha. But this is the peppermint bliss cold brew, and then I just like added an extra shot and like a splash of chocolate milk. Health Queen. Hi Juan, how are you? But yeah, the tickets are expensive right now. Chris is helping with the house. He for those of you who don't know, he's an engineer. So his dad's an architect. So I think we're all gonna work on it together. Actually, so his dad's an architect, but he's not doing the plans. His friend who we're trying to do a video with them. They're twins. I'm obsessed with them. They're so fun. Pedro and Peter Peter and Pierre. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Yeah, they're brothers, Pedro, two of them. Anyway, he's an architect, so he's gonna do the plans, and then Chris will do like help with the structural plans. And then he said like, oh, you're gonna help with the plans too. I was like, yeah, I'm qualified to do that. But just like the layout of the house and stuff, I guess it's gonna be 2 floors. I don't even know why they're building like a big house. They say it's like for the kids when they're gone. I don't know. So that's why they're like, we want you guys to like give your input too. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm not gonna be like, no, the bathroom has to be there. Like, I do not view this as my house, but I think it would be exciting to kind of like document the process. And since like Pierre can just do the plans, that's easy. Chris can do the plans. His dad's an architect, so they all like they know people that are gonna do the construction already too. So that will be exciting. I don't even know like where. Okay, I don't even know where in Santiago it is yet. Like no one has told me. I'm pretty sure it's near the airport. So it's a good location because it's near their warehouse. So they have a warehouse because they have a business. His mom like imports stuff. She like, if you ship something to DR, she's the one who like distributes it throughout the country. Because if you guys don't know, speaking of mail, the mailman's literally out my window in front of me right now. Okay. There is no mail in the DR. Like mail doesn't get delivered to your house. You can't like ship people letters and stuff. You have to ship it to like a storefront, like BM Cargo, and then go pick up your mail from that place. So if you want to ship like a big box of things to a family member, say like food or clothes and something that's expensive there, you can ship it, and she actually delivers it to people's doors all over the country. And it's like hard because I was talking about this Saturday night, but like there are not addresses the same way there as there are here. So my house in Jarabacoa, the first city I lived in, was literally called house next to the gas station. And I had to put that on my tax return for the US. Like you had to put your address, foreign address, house next to the gas station. So that looks official. So that's good. It's so expensive. I'm also a nanny. Oh, that's cool. And travel with the families. That is nice. We take turns holding the baby and take lots of interest. I feel like you can figure it out. Like I could do it holding him, but he is so active that I don't know. I feel like I would be like, like it's a long trip. If it was just New York to DR, then that's fine. I would not buy him a ticket. But especially that flight, like here to Miami, it's like 5 hours. This is his new thing. What are you doing? I know, it's funny. I don't think it's close to the beach, being that it's in Santiago. Yeah, no, it's not close to the beach. So it's like 2 hours from the beach, Santiago. People say an hour, it's really not. I would say an hour and a half is like the closest beach. And that's if you're driving pretty fast, and there's traffic often. I don't really like speeding on that road. It depends what route you take. Like you can go on the highway, you can go through the mountains, but it's like a good hour and a half, hour 45 to the beach from Santiago. And I'm talking about the North Coast. If you go to Santo Domingo, like Boca Chica, stuff like that, that's like at least 2 hours. I know, it is so long. That's the thing. Our first flight there was overnight. We left at like 1 a.m. It was so bad because we had so much stuff. Like traveling with a baby is so different. We had an obscene amount of things, even like on the plane with us, like carry on. And we were all the way in the back, but he slept like the whole time. He was so good. It was just, hard. I couldn't sleep. And I can't really sleep on planes anyway, but I couldn't sleep because I didn't want to fall asleep holding him. And I had the baby carrier too, so that helped, but I don't know what we'll do this time. I really feel like a seat would be good. Then we can have our own row. He won't like bother people. Even though he's cute, I feel like not everyone wants to sit next to a baby. She doesn't do Amazon packages, but she does, it's its own company. So it's called Martinez Cargo or Martinez Express, right? And you would put like an address in DR. First you ship it to Florida. So you put their address in Florida and then they ship it from Florida to DR. So that's really good for like boxes of stuff. Like if you want. You good? Yeah, that's good for boxes of things. It's like $100 flat rate, no matter the weight. So people like cram in so much stuff. It's wild how much stuff they fit in these boxes. Clothes, shoes, food. And sometimes like they can't find the address or people don't claim it, and then his mom will just like have the box. I remember one year we like unpacked a massive box of food, like cans and ramen, all this stuff. It was crazy. So yeah, it's shipping, like people will do it if they're moving to DR, so it's bigger stuff, but smaller stuff, BM Cargo is what I always used. And you can do Amazon too. So BM Cargo, you set up an account with them, you get an address in like Miami, like a PO box. Amazon will ship to Miami, and then the PO box, like they automatically send it to BM Cargo. And then you just pay 200 pesos per pound. So that's like $4 US. So it wasn't ever that expensive. Of course, if you're buying something that's like really heavy, then it would be. And there's a fee on anything over $200. So if you're getting like a TV, which is heavy and expensive, you need that receipt that says like the cost and stuff. What? You want me to hold you? So if you're gonna ship something really big, I always recommend like, well, if it's multiple things, like if you're gonna shop online and you want like $300 worth of stuff, I would do it in like 2 orders. So then it's like 50 and 150, not over 200 for 1 order. You want me to hold you? Yeah. Is that fun? But yeah, the shipping can be kind of annoying at first, but then you're like, oh, at least I have BM Cargo. If you have that set up, then it's fine. You just need to, it takes like sometimes a good like extra 2 weeks to get what you want from the States to DR, which is fine. You just have to kind of plan ahead. Like my mom would ship me medicine sometimes, and it's like, okay, if I need to like allow for 2 extra weeks. But other than that, like the shipping like worked out, and BM Cargo has multiple locations. There's some in like Jumbo, and that's not the only company you can use, but that's just what Chris had set up already. So yeah, wasn't too, yeah. What do you want to tell them? What's your favorite restaurant in Santiago? Is it Naturally Stay? It's me too. I plan on shipping some household items, mainly kitchen and homeschooling items, to Santiago, but my air fryer. Oh my gosh, air fryer. Yes, I have an air fryer. I don't use it as much as I should. I know it's like so useful. So underrated. But definitely bring that because I haven't really seen those there. I'm sure they have them at Jumbo and stuff, but they're probably expensive. Hello. How are you? I'm good. We're good. High five. Yay. But appliances are expensive. Pots and pans are expensive and like not good quality. Or if they are, they're really expensive, like more than they are here. So I always like kitchen things. That's good to bring. Even like toaster, sometimes people will bring that. People will bring like TVs, that stuff. Those are more expensive there. They don't have as many places to get them. Furniture is so expensive there. It's crazy. Like, I was always so surprised how much furniture is for not that great of furniture. You want me to hold you, but you want me to put you down. So that's a problem. Okay. Hello, how are you? Chris is gonna be like, why is he in this video? Yeah, BM Cargo. Hello, Cha. My boyfriend sells random items there, and the air fryer like $150. Dang, that's expensive, right? We can get them for cheaper here. I think ours was a wedding gift, so I'm not actually sure how much it was, but air fryer is really good, I think, to bring. Furniture searching and apartment searching. Yeah, let me know if you need help. Feel free to message me, unless you already have. But furniture is expensive. That's why I got a furnished apartment when I moved to Santiago, because I knew that I wasn't gonna be there like forever in that apartment, and I didn't want to buy furniture. Facebook Marketplace, you should find like, I feel like in Jarabacoa, there's always, in the missions group, it's a Facebook group, there's always people moving. Like, there's such a high turnover, and a lot of the Americans there have like really nice furniture that I'm like, where did you get this? Or if you shipped it, like, why did you ship it if you're not gonna stay that long? But they'll have like a bunch of IKEA stuff. There is an IKEA there. So you can get some like used stuff from families sometimes, which is good. But there's Facebook Marketplace in general too. But if you want to go to like a store to find furniture, probably not. Bum, bum, bum. Look. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to stop on and say hi. I don't know if you guys like lives or if you prefer recorded videos, but clearly you can tell I'm trying to avoid editing. Ugh, that's like my, okay, look how smart he is. I can't. Hi, Maya. What are you doing? So cute. I do have a couple vlogs that I'm putting up. I just need to edit them. I should do that right now. I shouldn't be on live right now. I should be editing my vlog. Hate editing. Oh yeah, I have a realtor that we use. It's actually Chris's cousin, but she's the one I recommend to everyone. Don't know if she likes that or not, but I've given her so many people. She's really good. She's like, I think one of the better ones in Santiago. She helped me with my apartment. She did the lease and everything. My son's name is Mateo. Thank you, I appreciate that. I like going live because I can like chat in real time. On my videos, I can't really do that, but I do acknowledge that I need to do videos too. What is that? So I'm gonna put that vlog up. Like, I have several, are you making fun of my hair? This is my signature messy bun, so it's here to stay no matter what I want. I have so much hair, so this is it. That's the one annoying thing about lives though. But hi, I have like a driving tour, so it's through Jarabacoa, driving driving tour through Santiago. So I'll definitely post those. Those are just kind of like, I'm gonna put to music, and they're gonna be a little bit longer, just driving around, because I think that's beneficial for people who are like serious about moving there, or really like, you know, like travel videos where they can pretend they're somewhere else and really see what like daily life and the street scenes are like. So I'll put those up. But I know a lot of people don't like them as much because they're not as like engaging. Okay, it's just literally driving around, but I think there's always so much to see on the road, so I like that. And then I have when I had to get the test to come back to the States, I have that video. It hurt so badly, and like the process at the airport. Do you want me to hold you or do you want to play? You can't decide. You can't decide. You want to get down? And then I also have a ton more videos from the resort in Punta Cana. So I'll put those up. That resort was really nice. It was super big. So I filmed like that and the beach and the room. I haven't even put that up. I have another apartment tour in Santiago. It's like a lot, but editing takes a while. Yeah, I like plans ones too. I like both. I guess the more, the better. Okay, this boy does not know what he wants. He wants me to pick him up. He wants me to put him down. What do you want? You just want me to get my workout in early, huh? But yeah, I'll definitely put those out. I'll probably go edit one today. If you're watching right now and you haven't given a thumbs up, if you can do that quickly, I appreciate it. Don't know why I said this on Saturday. I don't know why, but YouTube, like any engagement or interaction or like something on your post really helps. So even if it's a thumbs up, even if it's a thumbs down, I don't care. It acts towards like, oh, that's an engagement. So like, if you ever watch my videos and you like them, if you can give a thumbs up, that's always helpful. He just ate so much food. But I guess he's hungry again. I went live on TikTok before this, kind of like teaching about baby-led weaning. My TikTok, I put more like motherhood lifestyle videos. So if you're interested in that, you can follow me there. But he ate so much. Oh, look, there's an apple. There's an apple. He is like the most indecisive right now. Oh, I can't. They are? No more dislikes? I didn't even know that. Is there gonna be a thumbs up then? I see 2 of you did it. I appreciate that. There's 13 of you on though. I know also, the annoying thing is like, sometimes I'll go watch my friends' videos and stuff and I'll click their link, hola, from Instagram, and I'm not logged in on YouTube. So it makes you log in to even give a thumbs up. I'm like, come on, just like, I can like give a thumbs up like this. But I know that's why some people don't, which is fine. My wife is from Santiago. Oh, thank you, Ramon. That's so nice of her. I'm sure we have a lot of mutual friends. I was talking about this before too, but DR feels like Santiago, for example, there's like 2 million people in Santiago, and it feels like a town to me. I always saw people I know. I knew. Whatever. Everywhere I went, did you find something fun? Everywhere I went, like the grocery store, out to eat, to the movies, the mall, everywhere you see someone you know. And then like everyone knows, like if they don't know that person, they know someone who knows that person. It's like 2 degrees of separation. So even here in Arizona, people, like we know people that we met here that know each other in Santiago. It's crazy. So all of that to say, maybe I know who your wife is. Oh, you did? I'm not trying to sound like annoying because this does sound annoying, but I get so many messages on Instagram that sometimes it takes me a while to answer them. Hello, Anthony. I miss New York. It does take me a while to answer my Instagram messages, so I do apologize for that, but I will go through today and answer the ones that I missed. It gets not overwhelming, 'cause, you know, but it gets kind of crazy sometimes. I want to go to the city so badly. Like, I really do miss it. I feel like it's so nice this time of year there, except it's been raining a lot, but besides that, definitely miss the city. Have a bacon, egg, and cheese for me. Do you want one? You want a bacon, egg, and cheese? But yeah, Santiago, it's like, oh my gosh. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to see anyone I know. I don't want to say too many details on the live because it's not really like my information to share, but I'll say it vaguely, there was someone I know that was cheating on her husband in Santiago, and people saw her like with another guy, and like friend of a friend told that husband like, hey, saw your girl with another guy. And I'm just like, why would you ever do that? Like, everyone in Santiago knows everyone else. Like, you cannot go somewhere without someone seeing you. So I don't know why you would be so bold to do that. But and people talk a lot too. Like, okay, Chris is coming home and he's gonna be like, why are you going live right now at 12 noon? Is he knocking? Oh no, he's getting the mail. Even in Harbacoa, when I lived there, that's a small town. Everyone knows each other. When I was there, I would get lunch with my friend Ezekiel, who was literally like 19, 20. I don't even know how, he was young. And I would go on his moto to the other school to get lunch, and people would like talk and say that like, oh, are they dating? Or like, oh, she has a boyfriend, why is she with him? Or are they together? I'm like, no, we're literally going to get lunch. But people talk. I feel like you cannot be sneaking around because someone will see you. Who's Angela? Why do we keep getting mail for other people?
There's no people.
Can you hold him? I'll make him a bottle. You want to wave?
To who?
To your fans.
Hi there.
Oh, someone actually asked where his father is. A.K. Mateo's father. So that's his father, if you guys were wondering. I don't know if you were talking about my hair or Mateo's, but... Hi, Mickey. Ireland? That's awesome. I would love to... London? Wait, why do we have so many people from Europe right now? Okay, first of all, Avery says hi. My mom went to boarding school in London, and I went there twice. I went when I was like 12, and then in high school when I was like 16. And that's the last time I went to Europe, so I would really, really love to go back. Chris really wants to go to London specifically, which I think is interesting because, I don't know, I want to go to like Italy again, or I really want to go to Switzerland or Norway, somewhere like that. But London was cool when I went, and he really likes soccer too, so probably wants to go for that. But hello, how are you? She went to a school called Williston. I don't know if you know it. It's not exactly in London, but and then from Ireland, I am part Irish and English. I don't know, you can probably tell that. I would love to go to Ireland too. I've heard Ireland's just beautiful. So green, which is very different. I'll show you guys like my front yard, how green it is here. Now, I do have a big plant there, which is green, but otherwise everything is pretty gray. Is that funny? Yeah. So I would love to be like where like the rolling hills. I just like don't like the rain too much, and I think it rains a lot. Okay, sorry. So yeah, that's his dad. What benefits from joining? Joining what? I'm from San Pedro. I love San Pedro, Hollywood, Florida. Oh, that's cool. So your wife from Santiago lives in the States now too? Or is she still in Santiago? I really like San Pedro, personally. Oh no, my phone's dying always. I went one time with my friend for the weekend, and it was really fun. We went to my first baseball game in San Pedro, which was cool. People get super into it, super excited. So that was fun to see. But San Pedro has a completely, and I say this all the time, but it has a really different feel than when I was living in Harbacoa than that. It's like night and day to me. Like the men, I'm not saying this in a bad way or anything, the men in San Pedro are way different than the men in Harbacoa. I feel like they're, I don't know, not as like reserved or something, and the style is way different. Okay, we're good. Sorry, I didn't want my phone to die. I've visited Constanza, like kind of, but I've never like stayed there. I kind of just drove through it, so I cannot believe that though, because I was in Harvico for so long. Reply me, otherwise I'll call you on WhatsApp. Okay. I told you I will reply on Instagram. I just get a lot of messages there, and I try to help out a lot of people that ask me questions. So sometimes it takes me a little bit to get through all of my DMs. Can you do new jobs right now that said if I don't answer her DM, she's gonna call me on WhatsApp? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, everyone left. That's annoying. Sorry, guys. Someone called me on WhatsApp and it froze my entire live. I'm back, though. That's annoying. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, the whole thing was frozen. So to answer your question, Michelle, yes, I can definitely, please don't call me on WhatsApp right now. I can definitely do an updated video on online jobs. Do you think like specifically online is probably better than in person, right? Because in-person jobs, there are not that many that you can do as an expat if you don't have a cedula or residency. Basically, it's like teaching some hotels, some other like tourist jobs, or there's not a lot, honestly. So I always recommend working online, and you get paid more. Sorry guys, someone called me on WhatsApp, so my entire thing froze for a little bit, but I think we're back. So I'll do an updated video. I want to do more content about working online, but for some reason, I feel like it's kind of hard to explain what I do personally, which is like social media, marketing, project management. I guess it's not that confusing, but I do so many different things online depending on what client I'm working for. So maybe I could just like kind of go through them and describe it. Like, oh, this is this client, this is what I do. But I do have a video on how I started that I think is still really relevant. It's called like how to find high paying remote jobs. And I will do an update, but I do suggest watching that one too, because I talk about like where I found them and like how I started, which was basically just like I even started interning online first, and then kind of like worked my way up. So yeah, but I always recommend like if you want to move to DR and work there as an expat, then doing it as like a remote worker is the best way. Because I was making dollars, you know, getting paid in US money, and then it goes a lot further there. So I did have bills in the States though still, so that made it a little bit difficult, but I will do an updated video about that. Hi, David. Have I ever been recognized on the streets from YouTube? That's embarrassing. Yes. Here. Hold on. Can you change him? I gave him. I have just a couple times. Because it's not like I have like a huge channel or anything. But like I said, like Santiago feels like a small town. So in that regard, I feel like, yeah, but it's not like I've been like that recognized. Literally like twice. The first time was when I was like tutoring in Santiago. And it was at the Institute, and this girl was like, oh my gosh, you're Mills, and like asked for a picture with me, which I was literally like, this girl is bullying me. Like I felt like she was like trying to make fun of me. She was super sweet, so she didn't give like any indication of that, but I was like, there's literally no way this girl wants to take a selfie with me. Just because like I'm irrelevant. So it was nice, but I feel like I still to this day, I'm like, she was probably like kidding. We took a picture anyway. Like, yeah, but that's just me. Like I'm awkward. So I was like, what? Yeah, that's me. Oh my gosh. Hi. I think she said she knew me because her boyfriend like was from the States, I think, and moved there. So they like found my videos when like looking for like expat stuff, but she was super sweet. And then another time, just like, I don't know, randomly, but no, it's not like I'm like, I also think like, yes, Dominicans watch my videos, but I feel like they're like Dominicans that live in the States or that like, I don't know, go back and forth. I don't think like a lot of like locals watch my videos and stuff because I'm speaking English too in most of them. Some videos, I haven't done a video in Spanish in a while. My Spanish, I feel like, is bad now, but because of that, I feel like also not so much, but yeah. Oh my gosh, stop. That's literally so nice to say. Thank you. I hope, I mean, that's my goal all the time is just like, I just want to, I genuinely enjoy helping people. So if I do or can help people like when they're moving, I would like love to, because when I moved to DR, it was so hard to find information, like really, really hard. There are not like a ton of resources online for moving abroad. And then like, if I did find a YouTube channel, it was either like a super old video or like a different kind of expat. Cause like I moved it's kind of interesting because like I didn't move as a missionary. I did move to teach. So a lot of missionaries do move to DR to teach, but I never viewed myself as a missionary because I was getting paid and I wasn't asking for sponsorship from Americans or anything like that. So I don't view myself as a missionary. So it was hard to find. If I did find anything, it was blogs, like written blogs from missionaries. I found it, and I would read every entry. Hi, Kayla. How are you? Aren't you going to DR in a couple days? I would read every single entry in these blog posts, and they were very different, like lives than I led as an expat in DR. But it was still interesting, but it's hard to find, I wasn't going through an organization. I was going on my own. So it was always hard for me to find, information. So I just wanted to like help people that were trying to find that. Or it would be, if it wasn't a missionary, it would be like a single guy, which I was single too, but a guy moving to like Sosua, like an older guy maybe, or someone that just wasn't like me. Like I wasn't moving to the beach or a tourist town. I was moving to Harbacoa, which is more touristy now, but I'm like, I don't need to learn how to like talk to women on the beach. So hopefully my videos are good for people that are like in between or like dating someone from DR. I get a lot of questions about that because that's can be hard too. Thank you. You're not irrelevant either. No, she, I think she can do houses or rentals in other places too, because she helped my friend find a house in Harbacoa, but, I think she lives in Santiago, so she focuses there. But if not, I'm sure she could give you a referral. Moving to the capital or La Romana. Okay, I can ask her for a referral then too. Someone she suggests. La Romana's nice too. I really like it. We went there when I went to San Pedro. We went to La Romana, and then when I went to Casa de Campo, we went there too. Casa de Campo is amazing, but it's probably like a one-time trip. Oh, okay. So if you have your cedula, that opens up a lot of doors for you, because most jobs can't hire you unless you have your cedula, so that really helps you. That being said, there are not a lot of high-paying jobs. You can get a job that's like decent pay, but it's hard to find a job that would be comparable to here. And there's pros and cons. Like sometimes like working in person, people like more than working remotely. So it's just kind of up to you. But if you want me to talk more about online work and like what I did for remote work, I can definitely do that, because I know a lot of people want to do that, but they don't know how to start or where to start. And I feel like I didn't really know where to start either. I just kind of like learned as I went, but I'll try to do a helpful video on that, because working online is like the best way to be there, in my opinion. Born in New York to Dominican parents, so getting my DR citizenship soon. Oh, that's exciting. Congratulations. Yeah, that's cool. I want to get Mateo his citizenship. And people ask me, like, will I get a cedula? And we're going to buy land there. So in that regard, I feel like it'd be helpful. But then it would be like, I mean, Chris can just do it, you know? So I don't know. At some point, probably. But I definitely want to get Mateo his. But yeah, I'll definitely make a video about remote work. I just never know like what to talk about or how to explain what I do because it's so different depending on what clients and stuff. I first moved there to teach. So I taught at a Christian school in Harbacoa, and I had been going there on like mission trips, which I feel a different way about now, but that's how I first found that town. So when I decided to move there, I had been living in Manhattan for 2 years and just like, I don't know, I never studied abroad in college, so I wanted to like have time living abroad. So that's how I chose Harbacoa because I knew it so well and I loved it. So I reached out to different schools. I did reach out to a couple other things like some tourist organizations in Harbacoa, but like they only hire locals or they paid like nothing. And then the other school in town, you had to have, they didn't pay. It was all like sponsorship. So you needed sponsors. And I did not want to be like a missionary. I did not want to get support from people in the States. So yeah, I found my school and got paid. And that's not a lot, but that's that's why I moved there at first, to teach. So I taught 4th grade and I taught a bunch of subjects. So people think that I just taught English, which is a lot of people move abroad to teach English, but I taught 4th grade. So I taught like math, social studies, reading, Spanish. What's horrible? I don't even remember what I just said. I'm from Maryland, getting my pass. Yeah, if you have your schedule, you can. Oh, I'll definitely stay tuned, Kayla. Miguel, I know, I suck. I really said like, next time I go live, I'm gonna post on Instagram, and I didn't. Because I didn't know. I did a live on TikTok to show baby-led weaning, which is not really what I talk about on this channel, like baby food stuff. I do like more kind of motherhood stuff there, and then I was like, I'll just jump on YouTube for a few minutes. I don't know why I always do this, because I feel like on TikTok I get really nervous because I never go live there, and I only have like 3,000 followers, and TikTok's weird, so I get nervous, and then I'm like, I don't know, I want to go to YouTube because at least like I know how it works here. I can't wait to move there. I'll be there in 2 weeks. That's exciting. Do I know who I can talk to about building a home in Santiago? Yeah, you can message me. No, I can help you. You might not have been in here, but I was talking about Chris's family who are building a house, and Chris's friend, who's an architect, is doing the plans. So if you need help with plans, we can help you. If you need help with like construction, like the actual workers or the process, then I'm sure they can refer you to someone too. So feel free to message me on Instagram. It's Rebecca Mills with 3 S's. Don't share my secrets when I move. I don't know. I don't get it. Oh yeah, you can rewatch. Just skip the beginning because I'm always like, am I live? I don't know if I'm live. No, nothing. I don't think anything that important. I was talking about how I'm going to do a video about remote work and like online work and how I started and like kind of what I do. I just never know. And I know people, that's like the videos that people kind of want to see is like how to work remotely, but I never know how to explain it. So I'm like, I don't know. But I do have one, if you go way back, it's like how to find high paying jobs online. And that is still like how I started. So that's a good video to watch if you do want to find high paying remote jobs, but I'll do like an updated one and kind of different options now, like different jobs you could do online that maybe I haven't done, but I have friends who do, or I know that it's an option. Maybe that would help. But yeah, no, nothing really important otherwise. Hi, Jonathan. How are you? But yeah, someone was asking, I'm also born and raised in New York City. I miss the city. I do. I loved living. So I'm from Poughkeepsie, which is upstate New York, upstate. When I first moved to the city and people would say like, oh, you're from upstate, I would get like kind of offended. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. Cause I'm like, I'm not from Rochester. I'm from an hour above, of north of Manhattan. But when I lived there, I really enjoyed it, but I don't think I could stay there forever. It's like wild. Yeah, hi, Jonathan. That would be really helpful. I want to be able to work online and live outside the States. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Sometimes you need permission from your boss. If you freelance, you don't really. So some people like use a VPN and say they are in the States. But I just told my clients like I'm back and forth, whatever. Where are you guys gonna build? What city? I think the northeast coast. So I would like to buy something in like Samaná, Las Galeras, Las Terrenas. Chris said Cabrera is really nice. So maybe Cabrera near like Rio San Juan. We'll see. But I would like to be on the beach. Definitely. Definitely. And then like somewhere not super crowded. Like I wouldn't buy land in Punta Cana probably, because I don't really want to be in like such a touristy place, which I know is ironic, but just my preference. Why do I keep saying Thank you, William. I appreciate that. You can't wait to move out? Why? I know, at a certain point, you're like, I need to get out of the city. I don't know why. I feel like it's also because everything's just like go, go, go. And then when you're chilling and like home at your apartment, you feel like bad that you're not doing something. I don't know. I always felt that way. And then I was like single living there and I always felt lonely. I don't know. Like I always was like, there's just, yeah, it's weird to be like surrounded by people all the time, but then be lonely. So I would rather like not have anyone around me and be lonely, because then I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Like there's no one here. But walking and being around people and then being lonely, you're like, this is weird. And then sometimes you just want to go outside and not have a million people in your face. But I did live right next to Central Park, so that was like really nice. There we go. Yeah, straight remote, that's the best way, I think. And I really liked it. Like, so I taught and did remote work my first year in Harbacoa, and it was like hard because I was always busy. It was hard to balance both, and then my internet in Harbacoa was really bad. So when I moved to Santiago and I wasn't teaching, I was just doing remote work, I think that was the best option. My mom's Dominican, father's Puerto Rican. Oh, that's fun. But I grew up with my mom, so I didn't form more as Dominican. Oh yeah, you will be. If I could do it, not being Dominican, you can definitely do it for sure. 100%. And I know like some people, like some Dominicans will message me that were raised in the States, usually New York, and will be like, I'm scared to move back. I'm scared to move there because I feel like I don't know it well enough, and like I didn't grow up like as in touch with my Dominican side, or I didn't grow up like visiting there. But I say like if I could do it, like you'll be completely fine. Like you'll pick it up right away. I think I've had a couple of people message me like, I don't speak Spanish and I'm Dominican, so it's like embarrassing. And it's like you'll learn so fast when you get there and you're living somewhere where everyone speaks Spanish. You pick it up so much faster than trying to teach yourself Duolingo like at home alone. I picked it up way faster, and I'm worse now than when I was living there, obviously, because I was speaking it all the time. But like, I don't know. It is probably a little bit more nerve-wracking as a Dominican that doesn't speak Spanish, because people would expect, if you look Dominican, they're going to expect that you speak it. I think with me, like, people didn't always expect me to speak it. Like, sometimes they did. It depends where they thought I was from. So most people, like, knew I was American. Some people thought I was European. Some people thought I was Venezuelan. It just depends. Like, some people would speak English to me first. Some people would speak Spanish. If you look Dominican, I feel like, and you don't speak Spanish, then, I mean, they say stuff. Like, they will, like, say something, but, like, whatever. They don't mean it in, like, a bad, mean way. they're just kind of like joking around. Like people will still do it to me if I'm there and like I say a word wrong or with like my accent, they'll like call me out. But you know, you just have to like, and I'm like, kind of like, it kind of does annoy me sometimes, but because I'm like, I wouldn't do that with you with English, you know, but it's just, they don't mean anything by it, so it's okay. I do speak Spanish to him. Yeah, Miguel, that's totally like, I was so nervous to move there too. Like, I wasn't like the type, I've had friends that just like picked up, got a job there, like teaching English and moved without ever visiting it. I was like, how do you do that? I visited it so many times first. I like researched anything online about DR I've probably read like a psycho. I was so anxious. I delayed my move like over and over. But once you get there, you're like, oh, this is fine. How long did it take to become fluent? Like 6 months? Chris. Let's see if he thinks I'm fluent. He's gonna say no. Chris. Babe. Are you sleeping? How long do you think it took me to get fluent? He's gonna be like, you're not. He didn't answer, so I guess I'm not. Once you're there though, you're like, you'll get there. Because Chris spoke to me before and then after, and I like got way better as I lived there because you start using like Dominican expressions. So now if I'm like, it's kind of funny because in Phoenix, if I speak to like a Mexican in Spanish, they kind of look at me like what Spanish are you speaking? Because I'll say like, embarrassing. There's been a couple times where I'll be like, que lo que, and they don't know what I'm saying. Like they just stare at me like, don't know what you're saying. And I'm like, oh, I guess that's like a Dominican. Or I was just speaking to my Mexican friend and I said like un chin, and they didn't know either because it's like a Dominican slang. So that's the only thing is like, you just like pick up Dominican slang and you don't speak like the Spanish you learned in school, or you don't speak like, you know, wherever else. But that's I prefer Dominican Spanish. It's just very fast. But yeah, we both speak Spanish to Mateo, but I speak mostly English to him. I try to switch. I've been looking around for jobs. Meanwhile, I won't be until February. Yeah, that's the best way to do it, is start now. If I could find a virtual position. Okay, yeah, so I'll talk about this in my video, but you should definitely look into virtual assistants because that's a good remote job. It definitely is like I think it's a good option. And you can like grow and do flexible hours and kind of grow from there and get paid pretty well. Also, postpartum doula or birth doula is a really good idea. And I actually had someone else message me about this because she is a doula and she was asking like, is there even a market for it there? And I really think there is, because I've had friends who are expats who are pregnant or gave birth there, like the video I did with Jade, if you guys saw it, and they wanted a doula, and like there were not many, or there are very few that spoke English, or they were in different parts of the island, whatever. But I think that's a great thing. And postpartum doula too, I think is something that like isn't very popular there, but I think it's a good idea because sometimes like women need more help after birth, especially like depending on their situations. This is like, of course, I'm going to bring up the one that's like a crazy situation, but I know like a friend of a friend, she was 12 and she just had a baby earlier this year, which is a long story, but she did not have like good support at home when she brought the baby home. And when my friend went, like they needed to like buy formula and diapers and all this stuff. And I feel like there's a lot of situations like that where it's like, okay, like how can you offer postpartum services, not just like services when you're pregnant? But anyway, that's a good idea, definitely. Or you could even do like postpartum services remotely. I know a few Americans that do that. My journey is different than most as well, especially from the expat group. The expat group's wild. I want to move and live cheaper than here in Detroit. Yeah. And I talked about this on Saturday, but like you can go and live and spend more money than you spend here, depending on your, hola, profe, on your budget and how your lifestyle. You know, like some people live in a gated community, 24/7 guard, nice cars, import all their food, private schools for their kids, like all the stuff, and then they end up paying like more. Or you can do like middle class, or you can live like super cheap and eat just rice and beans. Like it just depends. But I'm definitely wasn't living like super lavish expat lifestyle on the beach either. So I feel like I was somewhere in the middle. You speak Dominican like, or you speak Spanish like a Dominican. Thanks. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm like, I feel dumb because I'm like here speaking it with that accent. Yeah, you can ask me a fashion question. Thank you. Yeah. So fashionable. No, I do some fashion videos on my TikTok, some try on hauls. Actually, I've done them here too. Some try on hauls, whatever. I don't know. My channel's like, I feel like just a mishmash. Can you show how you tie the sweatshirt or sweater around your waist? Like, seriously? I feel like that's, see, this is the thing. It's like, I feel like people are always like trolling me. Okay. Ow. Let's see. Here's my Nike sweatshirt. Hope you didn't think I was gonna take my sweatshirt off that I'm wearing, because I don't have anything under this. So like, I guess I kind of did this a lot when I was there. I see, I feel like people are trolling me. That's why I like cannot, I'm too awkward to be live. I kind of wore tank tops a lot there, and then I would do this. I feel like this is a joke because this is so easy. Oh, you're fine. Like this. I'm so awkward. Like that. That's it. That's it. Nothing much to it. Hi, Hector. Hey, De Los Santos. My friend's last name is De Los Santos. He's really nice. He lives in Jarabacoa. Yeah, it is a beautiful country. One of the best. I feel like that's weird. Okay, see, I was probably getting trolled. Ugh, I can't. Why am I doing this? If you're on and you haven't given a thumbs up, though, Kayla, right? Like, I can't. Like, I actually can't. I'm so awkward. Oh my gosh. Give a thumbs up if you'd like. Hi, Dee. How are you? Hi, Hector. I know. That's awesome. Thanks for joining. If you like this video, if you're not subbed yet, if you want to hit subscribe. I do a bunch of different types of videos. Vlogs are coming. I know I need to get off and edit one and post it, but you can see my channel for my content if you like it. I would love for you to subscribe. If you really like my content, you can donate to my channel. I'm awkward. I can't do it. Can't do it. Join my membership. And I do consults too. So if people want to move there, I do like one-on-one stuff. But yeah, I don't know. And see, on TikTok too, on live, I feel like it's easy. So this is like an aside. Like, I'm not asking for people to like give me money right now. But on YouTube, you can like do a super chat. I don't even really know how it works, but there's like, I guess you guys probably see it when you're chatting. I think it's like a button that says super chat, and that's basically like to make a donation while I'm talking. I also have like a buy me a coffee, which is like basically like PayPal. Like you can do like $1, $5, whatever. But on TikTok, there's like gifts. Actually, I think YouTube, or no, is that Instagram? I think YouTube does have something where you can like buy different stickers. I don't really know. But TikTok is like, you guys probably know if you've been on TikTok live, people are like gifting people all the time. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like the amount of money that people make like on TikTok live, like just talking, and people just, it's just like a button. And I think that's why, because it's like a video game kind of, where you can like buy a bunch of like flowers and then for whatever money, and then you just like give those out, I guess. So YouTube doesn't really have that. Anyway, YouTube does take a big chunk. of the money that I make, which is not a lot, but yeah, YouTube takes a lot. This kind of sucks. Hi Square Table. How are you? Está buena. How much is the DR currency to the dollar approximately? Approximately $1 is about like 56 pesos. It kind of goes up and down. 56, 57 right now, I think. But in my head, I always do 50 because it's easier. So if something's 100 pesos, I'll be like, oh, it's $2. So, I mean, I know that's a little bit off, but I feel like it's close enough that I'm like, whatever, it's fine. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And it varies, but not a ton. Actually, I found my old, oh my gosh, I did want to do a video about this, which is like extremely embarrassing. But I kind of want to do it in like a sarcastic way that like, I know this is embarrassing. It's a journal I found from my trips to DR when I would go in the summer. And my mom, so embarrassing. My mom came on one of them with me and I wrote like a letter in my journal saying like how bad I wanted to like move there and finish my senior year in DR. Like she would never let me do my senior year of high school. I was like, yeah, I can convince her to let me move here. I'm so dumb. But my whole journal is like entries of like every day of my trips and like working at the preschool. And it's like really cringy, but it's kind of cool because I kept talking about how bad I wanted to live there. And then I did. So I was like, that's kind of cool. Like it did happen. So I feel like it'd be kind of cute to read you those entries. What is this bug? But, I would definitely need to disclaim it and be like, I am well aware that this is so cringy. What's matzo? It is sweet, but it's also like kind of embarrassing, which is fine. I can laugh at myself. And I do, and I enjoy making fun of myself. Some of it just is like, it is, I can go grab it right now, but I kind of do want to do like a separate video on it and just show the journal. But yeah, I like wrote down people's names that I met and like, oh my gosh, like drew pictures and stuff. It was funny when I found it the other day. Dairy Queen. Okay. I wish. That's amazing. Yeah, I said tuta buena. Attacked by a cougar, but aren't cougars in missions? I don't get that. Can you explain that? Oh, you took it off. Okay. I don't know. Have you stopped? Kind of. Like, when we went, so no, but when we were there in summer, it was like midnight. So I feel like it wasn't that bad. But it was kind of annoying because like restaurants, they would close their kitchen at like 8 p.m. And I think you could stay until 9 p.m., but you had to order by 8. I think that's what it was, which is kind of early. Like we always got to eat super late there. So that was a little bit hard, but now it's done. So when we go in December, that will be nice. Not that we're like staying out that late anyway now with the baby, but just if you're coming back from somewhere late or something, then that's nice. Do I stream often? Kind of. Depends on my mood. Like this is my second time streaming this week. And then other times I'll go like 3 weeks without doing a live. So it just depends. Like sometimes I'm busier than others. Usually I'm really busy, but I feel like I've had a little bit more time. It's good when I like announce it, but I'm still a little bit too busy to like plan that much ahead on when I can do a live because I never know with the baby and stuff and when Chris will be here. But I do need to announce them ahead of time, and I do need to plan a live with other people. So I used to do more lives like interviewing other people or talking live about stuff. So I think I'll do that soon. Maybe with my friend Christina, who still lives in Santiago. Actually, I did want to talk to her about, we were kind of talking about this, about like doing a video about mission trips. Because now like my view on them has changed. So, and her too. So I thought it might be interesting. yeah, interviewing other people is always like, I feel like interesting. I just coordinating 2 schedules. So I have a lot of like recorded videos with other people, like interviewing them about expat life or whatever, living in DR or teaching abroad. So those are always fun. And then I've done live videos, kind of a live interview, but those are people who are interested in, comfortable going live, which a lot of people aren't, which is fine. Probably Instagram. If you can message me there, it's Rebecca, REBECCA MILLSSS. That's probably the best way. But yes, I like going live because it's the only time I can like talk to multiple people at once and answer their questions like live, because other times, you know, they're messaging me and like I said, I get like behind on my messages and then I get, you know, stressed. I'd be live 24 hours a day. Oh my gosh, I could not. I get really tired after I do my lives. I was on for like 2 hours the other day, and when I was done, I was like, oh my gosh, because it's just you talk. If you're interviewing, it's easier, but if it's just you talking the whole time, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's long. And I don't know why I always stand during my lives now. My hair, I look like Marie Antoinette right now, or George Washington. It's fine. But no, I like going live because I like interacting with people. So I think I got a gift on my TikTok, which was my first like gift. It's like super chat, like a donation while you're talking. That was my first one on TikTok. That place close to Alicia Beach that you recommended, do you have any second level? No, that one was just a first level apartment, unfortunately, or Airbnb. I wouldn't do more than an hour by myself. Yeah, I was on Saturday talking about how some people I know go live for hours. Some of like the DR expat people do, I think, like the guys, but they'll have like, first of all, some of them turn their video off, so it's more like a podcast, and then they'll have multiple other expats, either expats or channels, like that have expat channels, and they'll all go live together and talk about like usually some controversial topics. And they'll talk for a long time. This girl, Christina, you guys might follow her. She goes live, and I'm pretty sure she's done like 10 hours. But she talks about like controversial stuff too, like race and culture, and she'll like pick like a topic and like ask a question, or like dating, relationships, whatever. And then she'll have multiple people come on, and like they'll like just audio, and they'll all talk. And I think she comes in and out. I don't know, but I could never do a 10-hour live. And I also don't like doing like super controversial stuff, because also like what if you have someone on and like multiple people and they start going off and like talking about a topic that you like, it's like controversial when you don't agree with, or they're being offensive, or it's your channel, so you could like not get monetized, or you know, depending what they're talking about, those videos might not be monetized. I don't know. And then some of the expat guys that do those lives that live in like Sosua or Puerto Plata or whatever, like I don't talk to them. Like I do talk to some of the other DR YouTubers and we're friends, but and I've done videos with some of them, but those like, you know, single guys that live on the beach and stuff, like I just don't really talk to them, and like they probably don't even know who I am. Or maybe they've seen my videos, but like we don't talk because we have different content, and like that would be weird probably if we were on each other's channels. I don't know. I'm probably not who they want to talk to. Yeah, you can message me. The place called, yeah, I can do story time, but like about what? What do you want me to talk about? That's always what I don't know, like what stories I should talk about. I love telling stories though. If there is questions coming in chat, yeah. I'll have to check your channel out. Yeah, see, it's like I only say like a podcast because people who turn off their video, to me, I'm like, oh, okay, then I can like listen and not watch. That's like a podcast. But a show, yeah. The building their house, yeah, that was a fun video. I liked that a lot. If a place is asking for $1,500 a month, Hilltop, right off Alicia Beach, what do you think a local can get for it? They're asking for this on their website. It's a house. That's expensive. Is it furnished? I would never pay that. I would feel like a local would pay like 500 or 600. I don't know though how big it is. A condo? Is it on Airbnb? Because Airbnb is like super expensive for long-term rentals. That's a lot. And it's hard too because like sometimes you need to physically be there to find these rentals because a lot of them like don't publish online, but the more expensive ones would publish online. So like even on Corotos, it's like a wide range of like the cheapest ones and like really expensive ones. And sometimes you can find the best options just being there in person and finding the signs that say like for rent and calling them. But 1,500, it's like a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, maybe it's worth it if it's like, if you can afford it and it's like really nice, but if it's Airbnb too, I feel like that might be why, because with the service fees and the tax and like the cleaning fees, that can get expensive if you're staying a month or more. But yeah, I wouldn't pay that. I'm also pretty cheap, so there's that. This happens to me all the time. Had an Irish dude and English dude arguing about religion. Yeah, that's the thing. And then like I'm pretty non-confrontational. Like I am kind of shy and I don't like conflict. So if two people were like arguing on my channel, I would be like, I wouldn't know how to like stop it. I feel like I would just like end the live and panic or something. Like I don't know. Like I don't really like to get into like too controversial when it's other people, because I never know, like what if they're gonna talk about something I don't like agree with, and then they think that like people think that that's what my channel is about. Yeah, that's really expensive. Yeah, hotels are fine. Oh wow, that is how you found it? Wow, that's interesting. That's very expensive, honestly. I love to do a channel about my move. You should. I'm moving there to my largest. Yeah. That is a very big change. Very big change. That's interesting. We can collab when you do your channel. Yeah, that's a big change, but it will be great. Especially if you visited, that always helps. Some people move there without visiting and I'm like, you guys are very brave. I could never do that, honestly. But I'm jealous of the people that are brave enough to do it. Now I feel like if I wanted to move to another country, maybe I could without visiting, but I am so visual and like to do research and stuff and like to know what to expect. So I don't know. I did live in DR for 2 years, and then my husband and I, he's Dominican, and we started dating there, and now we're married. We did the K-1 visa, and we moved back here to the States. So I'm from New York. We're in Arizona right now, and then so now we just visit. But eventually, hopefully we'll just split our time back and forth once we buy something. Because I want Mateo to like be there a lot too. So yes. But it's sad not being there. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. It's getting really expensive here for sure, which is hard because I'm like, oh, we could just be there and paying so much less. But his job is not fully remote, so he needs to be here in the office, and it's a good job, so he likes it right now. Oh, Cleveland, that's cool. I've never been to Cleveland. I've never been to Ohio, somehow. I've never been to Chicago. Like, okay, just fly over. I've been to a bunch of other states though, but I would like to go there. Oh, I would love to go there. I heard it's just beautiful. I've been to St. Martin, St. Thomas, random islands, but it was on a cruise, so you're only there for like a day. So I'd love to like go stay in another island. I want to go to like Aruba. Really anywhere. That's my problem. I want to go everywhere, and anywhere. Like I love traveling, and I want to see. It like stresses me out that there's so many places I haven't been to. Oh, that's exciting. So when you're there, yeah, you'll definitely get a better feel for the other places too. And like picture it like, okay, I'll be living here. I could shop here. I could go to the mall here, you know? I liked to do that, but yeah, I think it's a good idea to buy land there. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's true. I did think about that a little bit. Kind of nerve-wracking, like with kids, like moving there and thinking about that stuff. But yeah, I think I would. For sure. It's safe depending where you are. So like driving's dangerous there, so that's hard. But yeah, I feel like the worst, you know, is like petty theft, like someone will like mug you or something. But I worry more about like guns and things here. So it's all relative in like what area you're in and kind of stuff like that. But I would definitely like go before you move and like get a feel for it. And do you feel safe personally? You know, that's like the most important thing. And then like obviously you have to be like street smart and stuff. But yeah, I think it's safe. I never had any issues there. California is beautiful. I love San Diego. Like La Jolla, that would be so nice. But I still would like to buy land there. And I've always felt safe. I liked the cruise. It was fun. It was only once. I was in high school. Okay, I think I'm gonna get off though because I need to work. No, I totally get it, Dee. Feel free to message me. We can chat about it because I was the same way. I get it. And then you think like, what if, you know, like, am I doing something that, well, you never know what's gonna happen. You can't control life. Like something could happen there, something could happen here. So I hate that part of life. Like I hate the things that we can't control, you know? If I was like responsible for my own decisions and like my own safety, then I'd be good. But if it was like, you know, you can't control car accidents sometimes. You can't control, like, you can do all the right things and be street smart and have security, whatever, and something can still happen. So that part scares me too. But I guess I tell myself it can happen anywhere, you know? So, and Dominican people the majority are so nice. Yeah, I do know a few drivers. You can message me and they speak English. I know the law too. Driving is just like, oh, that's the part that I'm like, come on, like be a better driver because I don't want to like get in an accident, especially with the baby. People are like drinking and driving and stuff. I hate that. That's why I like don't really drive on Sunday night. Yeah, I'll check your channel out too. Thanks for joining. I appreciate that and the questions. But yeah, I'm gonna go do some work. If you're not subbed yet, if you can hit subscribe real quick, if you can give me a thumbs up on this video, comments, whatever, it helps me so much, more than you know, and I really genuinely appreciate it. So thank you so much, and thank you for your questions and comments. And if you have any other questions, message me on Instagram. My links are on my videos, or, you know, shoot me a comment and I'll try to get to them as fast as I can. I'll do a vlog this week. I'll get that up. And if you have any video requests, let me know. I'll do another like work remote online job video too. So have a great Tuesday, everyone, and I will see you guys soon.